post-workout stuff, you can cover those two first, and then I'll get the last two.
Oh, you want to? Okay. You're changing it up on me, but I got it. Okay, so there's two flavors, chocolate and vanilla. This is the, okay, Build, and that is the Physique, what do they still call it now? Is it still
Call it
Physique?
bio or something, I know.
Build Plus or something else. Very confusing.
Very,
Alright, so you have chocolate and vanilla grass-fed whey. So most of you know, I would assume, grass-fed is better than all the other options out there. You're feeding the cow actual real food instead of fake food. So you always want to look for grass-fed. These are probably the easiest quote-unquote sell for me to make, because most people who buy workout protein are the, how do I say this nicely, the meatheads, like the people like me who love going and lifting heavy weights, and they're gonna take this and they're gonna flip it over and they're gonna read everything on the back. So those are the science people who, for the most part, they really want to know how many amino acids are in this, which Shaklee did a great job of. You can't see it here, but breaking down every amino acid and how much is in there, which a lot of products do not do. So that's when I want to shut up and make a sale, I just hand it to them and say, read that. And that's when they go through it themselves. So it's got a high concentration of leucine, which is, you probably know, is probably the most important amino acid. It's about 3 times as much as the other aminos, which really matters to some people. And then from a calorie standpoint, again, I want you to think of these as the like physique building, keep your body slim, all that kind of stuff. That's what the grass-fed whey is for. So these are 110 calories, very low on carbohydrates, 3 carbohydrates for the people who, you got a market of people out there who are anti-carb ever, right? For them, here you go, 3 carbs.
Or diabetic, you have to watch.
Exactly, yeah.
Keto.
Yeah.
Although we're not saying that's great. Keto, they can use this.
Yeah, so, but these are just chocolate and vanilla. So the grass-fed whey, low calories, low sugar, low carbohydrates, grass-fed whey. Those are the 2 categories for that.
Can I say one thing?
Can't say no.
So this one of the big differences is this is all completely whey protein, which comes from milk, which when you intake that, your blood sugar spikes a little higher. So that's why you want to get it in your system. Like, it's good
Post-workout.
for that. So I'm just stating that because there's a difference. That's a big difference between the 2 of these.
Yeah, so let's talk about the difference in protein from a sports nutrition standpoint. You really, for the most part, you have whey and soy that are out there. There's all kind of other plant proteins that are out there too, but 80% of the market's going to be those 2. Whey, if you're talking about from a marketing standpoint, is generally better for the weight trainers, the athletes, people who want something in their body quickly absorbed right after the workout. Whey is really quickly absorbed and really quickly dispensed, flushed out too. So whatever you don't use is going to flush out quick. Soy is the opposite of that. Not fat, not very quick to be absorbed, slowly absorbed over time, and slow to peak off. So the meal shakes, the life shakes, all that kind of stuff that are replacing you and trying to keep you full longer, that's a lot of those have that soy content, and that's also what this one I'm going to talk about here has, is a little bit more soy to it.
So why does a person want to do that? I mean, I really am curious. So why does a person want to take that right after exercise?
So when you're doing, most of it's going to be weight training and like very intense athletic type stuff. So you're breaking down muscle very intensely during a 1-hour session or whatever it is you're doing. You want to get as much protein back into that muscle as possible in the shortest amount of time. And that's why they go with the whey that's quickly absorbed.
So even like people running, I've got neighbors that are running that are asking me things, so if you run.
That's where we get a little technical. It depends on like the type of running. So if they're doing really, really fast running, sprints, and they're doing something 20 minutes, very, very hard, or an aerobics class or something that's very intense, then yes, I would go that route. If it's And again, you can get, there's no wrong answer. That's the cool part with Shaklee. You can go either way. Neither one of these are 1,000 calorie shakes that are going to destroy someone's diet, right? There are plenty of those out there.
Generally think of like muscle tearing and breaking, like that, this.
Yeah, replenishing.
They're
Yeah.
building blocks to rebuild your muscles.
Yeah. So this one is the old school physique, which we remember. That's what I grew up on. It's been around at least 30 plus years, if not longer. It's called Bio Build now. This one only has one flavor, so for people who care about the taste, it's either banana or it's not banana. So if you like that, great. If you don't, then let's go with another flavor you can mix with. This one has 210 calories. It's 38 carbohydrates, so it is very high carbs. It is, again, for those endurance type athletes, the long things, the 2 hours of yard work. If you want to replenish it with protein, I'd go this route. Okay, quick burst, and then it has 21 grams of sugar, so it is high sugar content. But again, those long activities like that, generally you need to replace a lot of carbs that you depleted. So that's why the sugar content and the carbohydrate content is high.
Do you tend to keep both on hand since you do a lot of fitness? Or do you stay with
The
one?
true story is no, I only take that. Honestly, I don't do a lot of long cardiovascular activities.
Remember those when I was in high school and I was weighted?
Yeah.
So I run, sometimes I'll go and run like 6 miles, that's the longest I go, but I still only use this because even though I'm doing a 6 mile run, I may burn 400 calories. So again, I don't need to like replace that many, if that makes
Yeah.
sense, you know? Like,
This is about how do you want to perform. So if someone's trying to run a mile faster or playing a sport for school or they want to perform better, I'm gonna go this route. These people are not gonna care so much about how does my body look when I'm running this race. This is how do I look, this is how do I perform. That's
football players wanting to like put on weight, they just want to get there. Yeah.
Yeah, and you mentioned that too. So both of these have a little silver sticker on it, which is certified drug-free. So when you really talk to high school or college athletes, those guys are tested now for illegal stuff all the time. So this is one that you can, if I'm talking to those athletes, that's the first thing I would say. Hey,
Including band members. They will
Yeah.
get random drug tested as well. It's considered a sport.
really?
Yep.
I know that.
You know what, and that may even be considered an endurance exercise.
They-
They're out there in that
The
polyester.
band camp, I
marching.
sent, well, I mean, before I was in Shaklee, like Gatorade, the big thing's full of Gatorade. They always had ambulance come at least once a year because somebody got heat stroke. I mean, they're out there all day. Like summer band camp is like 8 hours.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing to be able to tell those people who are getting tested is there's no concern when you take this. I guarantee you don't see that sticker on a lot of the stuff they're gonna go play with at DNC.
Now, these are both post workout,
Correct.
right?
Yes,